FUBO, it's probably one of the most popular momentum stocks that we've seen in a long time. I mean, this thing can truly go parabolic, and I think everyone knows it. You've got your haters that are saying that you should sell this stock, it's run up too much. Then there's the bullish, the bulls like me that are just buying in. Well, certainly we aren't going to be buying in at just any price, but you know what? If you do, or if you did, rather, it's okay, because this thing is going to explode. It's going to go absolutely parabolic, and these short-term moves aren't really going to mean a thing. So hold on tight to your shares, partner, because you're going to want them in the future. I guarantee it. But without any further ado, let's get this video started. I've got some new stuff to tell you about, stuff that went on today, and what we're going to be looking for moving forward. So buckle up and get ready, because it's going to be a wild ride, and we're going to be starting right now. Hey, what's going on? It's Pat from Top Ticker Trades. If you're new here and you want to learn how to use stocks and options to make your portfolio go parabolic, make sure you start now by subscribing and tapping that bell so you never miss an upload. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. You might as well call this the FUBO channel, because we're going to be covering everything related to FUBO as it comes out. Every little update, anything related to this stock at all, we're going to be talking about it here, and we're going to be delivering this content to you, or I am, in a timely fashion. So the first thing that I want to tell you about this stock, if you haven't noticed already, is that it's comparable to the little engine that could. It thinks it can, and then it does, okay? This thing is the truth. It is the real deal. This is a stock to hold for the future. Now, it's had several catalysts pushing it to where it is today. And if you haven't noticed yet, this company, fuboTV, puts out press releases quite often, or at the very least, there's always news out, which is a positive sign. That's exactly what you want to be seeing when you're buying a stock, because you know that it's going to fly when that news comes out. Now, not every stock is like that, so don't think that it is. But if you see a stock that's reacting in this way to news, then that's definitely, something very positive. That's, the news is a catalyst, and this thing doesn't really sell off after the catalyst is announced. But at the same time, it also has to do with the type of news we've been receiving, or the type of news that we're seeing that's been delivered. Now, there may be times when you do see the stock sell off slightly on some bigger news that's already been priced in early. And I'm saying this because I'm trying to warn you, okay? We are expecting very, very big things out of this company at earnings time, because of the guidance that the company gave us. The stock is pretty much priced for perfection, and I know you've probably heard this before, but that's the truth here. So keep in mind that you do want to protect yourself in case things don't turn out the way you expected them to, or that you expect them to in the future. Now, this doesn't change anything for me. I'm still bullish as ever on this stock. I still think it's going to go parabolic. Like I said before, it's already gone parabolic, but this thing's going to go through the roof very soon. But I just want you to be aware that, we have run up quite a bit, and you can expect some type of a pullback. Now, if you look at the chart, it looks like this stock doesn't really pull back that much, or at least the pullbacks are pretty soft compared to other stocks. So essentially, in a nutshell, what I'm trying to tell you guys is that we have made a very, very big move already, and we are due for a pullback at some point. So don't just keep loading up at any price point. I will be going over how to protect yourself and how to acquire shares at a cheaper price. Now, I want to get right into it, ladies and gentlemen, but before I do, I would like to ask you to please consider giving this video an early thumbs up, as it greatly, and I can't stress that enough, helps to support this channel. I put a lot of time and effort into each video so that we could all make money from the market together. And if you're not part of the family yet, I want you to join my family. We're growing fast, both as a community and financially by the day. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to tap that bell so you have access to videos as soon as they come out. So look, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what happened last week and then this week and some of the catalysts for this stock, and then some patterns that I've noticed not only in the market but for this stock specifically, and hopefully that helps you guys make a little bit of money. So FUBO closed yesterday at around $49.48 and then picked back up in the after hours, and we actually saw it at around $51.60 at that time. And then this morning in the pre-market hours, all of a sudden it jumps up to $55, which was insane, or at least at the time I thought it was insane. And then we saw that it ran up to $60 and then fell back, but it seemed to stay in that range until the after hours again, where it went to as much as $63 and some change from what I remember. Now, yesterday, I know that the market cap for FUBO was $6 billion. I haven't even checked to see what it is today after this move, but essentially yesterday it ran up 28%. And that marked the 4th straight session of gains. And today we got another 25% gain, which marks the 5th day of straight gains, or 5th trading session. So we're up 459%, or over 459% in the last 3 months. We're up over 141% in the last 1 month, and 118% this week. Now, this growth is absolutely insane, so what I want to do is talk about it for just 1 second so you guys understand where it's coming from. So last week, analysts at Wedbush initiated coverage with a $40 price target. Obviously, that's going to cause the stock to move, but then we also saw afterwards that FUBO reported that their third quarter revenue rose 47% higher than what the analysts forecasted. So we're talking about big numbers, like an increase of 64% on subscription revenue, and advertising revenue doubled to around 7.5 million. And then yesterday, which was December the 21st, a report came out that said FUBO was looking to form exclusive partnerships for live sports. And why do you think this is important here? Well, because simply put, the live sector is extremely lucrative, as legacy broadcast networks are willing to pay a huge premium in order to get access to live sports. So to be specific, I'm talking about $1.5 to $2 billion if we're looking at examples of what they're offering other companies. So that's pretty big compared to what their actual revenue is right now. Keep in mind, we haven't even touched on the subject of sports betting and how lucrative that's going to be for this company. But I'm not going to talk about that in this video. By the way, before I forget, and I should have probably said this at the beginning of this video, but if you want all the details about this company, pretty much everything that you'll need to know, make sure you check the description below, because I'm going to leave a link to that previous video in the description. So the reason for today's price action was because an analyst updated her price target from $30 to $60 and believes that FUBO will be able to steal market share from its competitors. So if you have morals and you don't want to invest in a company that steals, don't invest in FUBO. This analyst's name is Laura Martin. She is from Needham, and she also believes that FUBO has even more potential for upside because they're about to get into the whole sports betting thing. So I guess you guys want, some sort of price target from me, or at least my opinion on where I think that share price will go. So I am going to give that to you, but first let me tell you that I am not a financial advisor, and I am not your financial advisor. So please take everything that I say with a grain of salt. I'm just a guy on YouTube that really enjoys YouTubing. Okay, so let's talk about the price target real fast, or my price target. While I have you here, I wanted to quickly tell you about the brand new First Trade app, available for mobile or PC. The platform will give you access to powerful and easy to use tools and allows you to trade with less restrictions, zero commissions, zero fees, and you can use the first link in the description below to download a free stock today without having to deposit any money. This will greatly help out the channel and is always appreciated. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming. after today's new price target of $60, I'm thinking that the stock is going to go closer to 70 because this stock always trades above whatever the analyst price target is. So we saw that yesterday, and we saw today that the stock already hit $63. So pretty much, I mean, $70 isn't much higher than that. Not for this stock. It can move, easily make that move in one day. But I will say this, we are due for a pullback, so don't just go buying in blindly, because you do need to consider the fact that we're up a significant amount, okay, or by a significant amount, and people are going to be taking profits. So I don't know when that's going to happen, but expect it at some point. Now, what I think has been saving this stock from just completely, I'm not going to say tanking, but taking a big dive so far, has been that we see pretty big, like $5 moves or several percentage point moves to the downside after it has run up. We've seen that, volatility is what I'll call it, because that's what it actually is. We've seen that up and down, volatile swings. And I think through that, people are taking their profits and then getting back in. And I think, honestly, a lot of people are scared to sell this stock. I mean, I personally am. Right now, I am afraid to sell this stock because I know its potential. I know where it can go. I know how fast it can get there. And in this market, we've seen it over and over and over again. And I don't want to miss out on some major gains, because that's what I'm in this thing for. So for right now, I'm just going to hold. If that means that I'll be down on my position at some point, then so be it. But if I can help myself from selling and not get weak hands, which I think I can do, then I will be holding through any of the short-term volatility, because I know that very soon something big will happen. Now, I've got other trades and things going on, so I'm not really too concerned about this thing falling. If it does, I understand the process and I understand why it's happening, and I understand it's not permanent. But let me tell you what I will and already have considered doing, and what you should possibly consider doing yourself, especially if this is a big position in your portfolio. You're gonna want to, pretty much protect yourself, because like I said, we don't know when something bad will happen, as in, a major pullback. So here's the thing, and especially since the whole news about Trump not signing that bill or whatever came out today in the after hours, and we don't really know or have any idea yet how the market will be affected, or I guess a better way to put it would be how the market will react. So we do want to watch for that in the morning, and remember that there's a significant difference between what happens in the pre-market and what's going to happen when the market actually opens. And then don't forget about all the tricks that are played in the market, which is another thing that I was going to point out very quickly to you guys. So if you haven't noticed the last few days, and this has been going on for a while, you'll see a big move down, and then the market recovers. I mean, how many times have we gotten good news one day and the market shoots up, and then the next day we get something that contradicts it, the market will shoot down, and then it's basically a back and forth game. Well, we've been seeing that happen, in the same day. And a lot of times if you would have sold, at the bottom when that does happen, because I know a lot of people panic, you would have missed out and lost your profits. So instead of selling, consider buying whenever you do see a drop like that. Don't panic. But one thing that you can do, and this applies to pretty much any stock, is start selling covered calls, which means that you're going to want to buy at least 100 shares of a stock, but I recommend buying more. A second thing that you can do is to buy extra shares or more shares than you're actually planning on keeping. This is one thing that I practice doing quite often, because sometimes when you do sell that covered call, you end up still missing out on potential profit, especially if you're dealing with a huge mover like this stock. So I know, because I was actually taking a look today, the premium on this stock on FUBO is insane right now on the stock options, on the call side at least, because, you know, anytime you've got volatility, you've got crazy IV building up in the options chain. So check that out, see how that looks to you. But, you know, you may want to consider selling a call or a covered call, and that way you may pretty much get away with being able to get paid and taking some of the risk off without having to lose your stock. And if things go against you, like this stock moves up like crazy, you can always, you know, finagle your way out of it by, you know, just rolling the option back and getting more time. So consider that, but don't just sell any call option. Make sure you take a look and analyze. And for those of you that don't know how to do it, I believe I have some videos on the topic already. I will try to find those and put links in the description below. But I do need to update and make some more detailed videos on that, and maybe show you guys some live examples of me doing it. So I will start working on that. And if there's anything else you guys want to see or want me to talk about, be sure to comment down below and let me know. Other than that, I think we're going to wrap it up here, but stay tuned if you want to watch more of my videos. The end screen's coming up, and YouTube's going to show you some recommendations. Congrats, ladies and gentlemen. You've made it to the end of the video. If you like what you watched, make sure you subscribe, because I put out videos just like this one every single day. And please do me a favor and smash that like button if I helped you in any way, because it really goes a long way in helping the channel out and keeps me motivated to make videos every single day. Now, there's a lot of work involved, a lot of research, and a lot of time and effort into editing and putting these out daily for you guys. You can subscribe from your screen right now, or if you want to watch one of my other videos, I'm sure YouTube has some good content picked out for you on the left-hand side of your screen now. Thanks for sticking it out with me till the end, and I will see you guys in the next video.